Yes, our lesson for today is all about graphing quadratic inequalities in two variables. Quarter 1, Lesson 7A. Ang Lesson 7 natin about quadratic inequalities din, pero one variable lang. Pero this time, meron na tayong y. Kaya, in two variables. Mga learning outcomes na ina-expect natin. Number 1, define and illustrate quadratic inequalities in two variables. And of course, we have to graph quadratic inequalities. I want you to remember that there are quadratic inequalities that involve two variables. These inequalities can be written in any of the following forms. We have y greater than ax squared plus bx plus c. Y is less than ax squared plus bx plus c. Y is greater than or equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. And the last one is y is less than or equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. Kung yung lesson 7, ang nangyayari, ang less than or equal to 0 or greater than or equal to 0. This time, meron na tayong y. Kaya naman, in two variables na. We have x and y, where a and b and c are real numbers and a must not be equal to 0. Okay, downward or upward? Review lang to class ha. Kailan magiging downward ang inyong graph at kailan ito magiging upward? Okay. Always remember kapag A, di ba, alam niyo naman yung standard form ng quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Look at your A. If A is greater than 0, meaning positive number yan, your graph should be upward. Basta maging ano siya, A is greater than 0. Or, your A is always positive. Opens upward. Opens upward yan. Pero, vice versa, if your A, yan o, positive A, upward graph. Opposite naman yan. O, ano naman ang kabaligtaran? Sige, kung may upward, of course, we have downward. If your A is less than 0, meaning your A is negative. Once na naging negative ang inyong quadratic term, ang inyong graph, of course, magiging downward, pababa. Pababa ang inyong graph. Again, your A is negative or A is less than 0. Your graph is downward, opens downward. Punta dun sa next topic natin na about sa broken line and solid line. Meron akong ginawa dito, parang tula na rin. Sabay-sabay nating yan, basahin. If you're somehow less or greater than me, the broken line is for you. If you add equality, you'll get a solid line, baby. Ano lang to, parang ginawa ko lang tong, ano ba tawag dito? Itong parang tula. Para ma-remember nyo na if you're somehow less or greater than me, the broken line is for you. So, kapag less than and greater than, the right line to be used in your quadratic inequality for graphing is broken line. Kasi ano ka lang somehow less or greater than me. But if you add equality, you'll get a solid line, baby. What does it mean? So pag may equal na, halimbawa, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, that the appropriate or the right line to be used is solid line. Solid line. So if you're somehow less or greater than me, the broken line is for you. If you add equality, you'll get a solid line, baby. Okay, ano lang yan, parang para madali nating ma-remember. Okay, broken line or dash line if you're somehow less or greater than. But solid line if may equality like greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Ito yung example natin. Okay. So, when to use broken line and solid line. Inequalities that use less than or greater than symbols are plotted with a dashed line to show that the line is not included in the region, or the point na nasa line are not part of your solution. Hindi siya part ng solution. Parang doon sa natin, last topic natin sa lesson 7, na 'di ba kapag meron din tayong solid circle and hollow circle. Kapag hollow circle, ibig sabihin, the given value ng x is not part of the solution. Pero pag solid circle, the given value is part of the solution. So, ganito rin dito sa sa broken line and solid line. Almost same sila ng definition. Lahat ng madadaanan ng line na yan, since na broken yan, meaning they are not part of the solution. Pero, kapag solid naman, we have the less than or equal to, greater than or equal to symbols are plotted with solid line to show that the line is included in the region. If it is included in the region, meaning they are part of the solution set. Yan yon. O, tingnan nyo yung broken line ha, and solid line. Next topic natin. Okay, broken line and solid line. Ito naman, kailan tayo magsi-shading? Para na to sa sa solution set. Kailan tayo magsi-shade inside ng parabola at outside ng parabola? Okay, ito naman yung ko doon, yung parang kanta. Greater than, in, less than, out. 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 Ibig sabihin ng greater than, lahat ng greater than. Greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Basta may greater than. Kahit may kasama pa yung equal. In, ibig sabihin, inside ng parabola. At kapag less than naman, less than or equal to, outside ng parabola. Again, greater than in, less than out. Greater than in, less than out. I hope you remember this. Simpleng lang to, simpleng tricks para mas maintindihan natin. Okay. Ito yung ibig kong sabihin. So, what is the correct symbol for the given graph? Okay, kung mapapansin nyo, yung first two na graph, ang shading nasa loob because the sign is greater than at yung isa naman is greater than or equal to. Kaya naman yung kanta ko, greater than in, less than out. So, kapag greater than ang symbol natin ng inequality, meaning ang solution natin nandun sa loob ng parabola. Nakita niyo yun nasa loob. At kapag naman less than, meaning ang shading natin nasa labas. What does it mean? Ang answer natin outside parabola. Ang solution set natin nasa labas ng parabola. You will understand this sa susunod pa nating mga slides. Okay, let's define it. The solution set of quadratic inequalities in two variables can be determined graphically. So, kailangan natin mag-graph para ma-determine ang solution set. To do this, write the inequality as an equation from, katulad din dun sa lesson 7, from inequality to equation. Then show the graph. The graph of the resulting parabola will be used to graph the inequality. Okay. Quadratic inequalities are similar to quadratic equations. And when plotted, they display a parabola. Yung parabola class, iyon yung itsura ng graph natin. Parabola. Nung grade 8, naalala ko, ang graph, straight line lang kasi linear equation lang naman eh. Pero kapag quadratic equation, parabola yung shape o yung tawag sa itsura ng ating graph. And also, remember the axis of symmetry. It's a line that divides the parabola into equal halves, thereby creating a mirror-like reflection of either side of the object. Ang axis of symmetry, pag nakuha natin yan, class, madali na lang mag-graph. Kasi kumbaga siya yung humahati sa parabola. So pag may point sa isa, madali na lang hanapin natin kasi parehas din naman sila ng distance once na alam mo na yung axis of symmetry. Next, a vertex. A vertex is the highest or lowest point of a parabola depending on its direction. Ang vertex, magiging highest point yan kapag ang itsura ng parabola nyo downward. Highest point yun. Pero, magiging lowest point naman yan kapag ang parabola nyo ay upward. Upward mo, pataas. So, yung vertex is lowest point. Pero kapag downward, the vertex is the highest point. The vertex of a parabola is the point where the parabola crosses its axis of symmetry. So kung nasaan ang axis of symmetry, nandun din ang vertex. Kaya ang unang-unang hinahanap is axis of symmetry. After nun, vertex. Always remember the turning point of the graph is called the vertex of the parabola. Kung saan ka mag-shift upward, magto-turn ka doon sa parabola. Ay, no. Mag-start ka doon sa vertex. Kita nyo mamaya kung saan yung vertex. Bakit siya tinawag na turning point ng graph. Okay. Number 1. Find the solution set of y less than x squared plus 3x plus 2. First, we have to find the axis of symmetry and vertex. To get the axis of symmetry, the formula is negative b all over 2a. A is 1, B is 3, and C is 2. So, given the values of A, B, and C, alam nyo naman yan, matagal na nating topic yan. Lesson 1 pa lang, diniscuss na natin ang about sa values ng A, B, and C. So, we will have negative 3 over 2, or ang axis of symmetry natin is negative 3 halves. Ang negative 3 halves, pag ginawa nating decimal number yan, 1 and a half. 1 and 1/2. So it's between negative 1 and negative 2. Yan yung axis of symmetry natin. After getting the axis of symmetry, ang susunod na natin kukunin dyan yung vertex. Kung ano yung nakuha nating value ng x, iyon yung gagamitin natin na isa-substitute sa lahat ng value ng x. Iyon yung gagamitin nating value. Okay, so alam ko naman marunong na kayo mag-multiply ng fraction, negative 3 squared magiging 9, tapos yung 2 naman 4, 9/4. 3 times negative 3, positive 9, and copy the denominator. And 2. Okay. Ang common natin dito is 8 or pwede rin namang 4. Okay? Pag sinolve natin yan, class, we will have negative 1/4. Ang negative 1/4, pag ginawa nating decimal number, is equal to negative 0.25. That is why ang vertex natin is negative 3/2 and negative 1/4. Ito ay nasa pagitan again ng negative 2 and negative 1 at between naman at malapit naman ito sa 0. Okay. Vertex. Factor the inequalities. Pag finactor natin ito, makakakuha tayo ng x, which is negative 2 and x is equal to negative 1. Yan. Remember, ang axis of symmetry, siya yung humahati or divide our parabola in two equal parts. Okay, the x-intercept, let x equal to 0. From there, makakakuha tayo ng y is equal to 2. So, if x is 0 and y is 2, andito ang ating x-intercept, 0 and 2. Yan, 0 and 2. So, kung may 2 dyan, sa kabila din. Kasi ano yan eh, equal sila. Kaya pwede na natin i-graph yan. Pwede na tayong mag-graph from here. Yan, ito yung graph natin. So, kung meron tayong 0 and 2, sa kabila naman, meron tayong negative 3 and 2. Kasi ano sila, symmetrical yan, di ba? Dahil sa axis of symmetry. So, this will be our graph. Again, napansin nyo, gumamit tayo ng broken line. Broken line ang ginamit natin because our symbol is just what? Just less than. Kaya, meaning lahat ng dadaanan ng parabola natin, ng broken line na yan, or ng dashed line na yan, they are not part of the solution. Next problem natin is where to shade. Inside or outside. Okay, kung natatandaan niyo yung kanta natin, ang sabi natin, di ba? Greater than in, less than out. Greater than in, less than out. So, ang ano natin dito, it's less than. Less than meaning out ang ating shading. Okay. Sa next slide natin. Okay. So, ito yung less than out. Greater than in, less than out. Okay. So, this one is less than. Less than. Greater than in, less than out. Pero, symbol used in our problem is less than. So, meaning out. Less than only. Broken line. So, ang shading natin, out. Out ng parabola. Out ng parabola. Kaya makikita nyo, yung nasa loob ng parabola, walang color. Ibig sabihin, not part of the solution. They are not our answer. Ang answer natin, nandun sa labas ng parabola. Again, the axis of symmetry and your vertex. Okay. Ngayon, magte-test tayo. Kahit alam na natin yung answer na ang solution set ay ara sa labas or nandiyan sa labas, less than out, ite-test natin to see bakit out ang shading natin or ang solution set natin out. the parabola. Okay, let's test point A. Ang point A natin is 3 and 0. Ang point B naman natin, inside, is also uh, 0 and 4. 0 and 4. Doon ako sa medyo madali para maintindihan nyo. Actually, any point pwede nyong gamitin basta sa loob ng parabola. At any point pwede nyo ring gamitin basta outside the parabola. Itetest lang natin to prove bakit ang shading ng ating quadratic inequalities ay nasa labas. Okay, test. A is 3 and 0. Point B is 0 and 4. Okay. Kung mapapansin nyo, sa point A, ang ating statement is true. 0 is less than 15. Nag-false tayo sa point B kasi nakalagay doon 4 is less than 2. Of course, which is false. So, meaning, wala sa point B or wala sa loob ng parabola or inside ang ating solusyon. Nasa lahat outside the parabola. Nakita natin yon sa pag-test natin sa point A, which is outside the parabola. Nakakuha tayo ng true statement. Do you understand, class? Kaya ang shading nito nasa labas, wala sa loob. Okay. Let us now proceed to second example. Find again the solution set of y greater than or equal to 2x squared minus 3x plus 1. Find the axis of symmetry and vertex. Axis of symmetry, again, is equal to negative b all over 2a. Since sa negative ang b natin, magiging positive na. So, our answer is 3/4. Saan ba ang 3/4? Positive. It's between, hindi between. Malapit to sa 1. Yan. Okay, ang axis of symmetry. Kung meron na tayong axis of symmetry, pwede na nating makuha ang vertex. Kung ano yung value ng axis of symmetry, substitute lang natin yan sa ating inequality at gawin natin itong equation. Nakakuha tayo dito ng negative 1/8. Nasaan ba ang negative 1/8? Yan. So, kakanina 1/4 yun. Ito naman 1/8. So, malapit na talaga to sa 0. Yan, negative 1/8. Vertex natin, 3/4 and negative 1/8. Next, factor the inequalities. Yan. Pag factor natin, nakakuha ko ng x is equal to 1/2 and x is equal to 1. Ang 1 natin, okay, x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 1/2. After this, the x-intercept, let x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. Ang x-intercept, 0 and 1. 0 and 1. Ito si 0 ang x and 1 ang y. Okay. Given this, pwede na natin uling mag-graph. Pwede natin i-graph yan. Madali lang yan. I-curve lang yan paano. Pataas. Upward pa rin tayo. Upward pa rin kasi our A is positive. What about the line? Anong gagamitin ng line natin dito? Broken ba yan? Or broken ba? Or solid? Okay, ang gagamitin natin dito is solid. Solid line na ang gagamitin natin dito. Solid line. Since ang ating symbol ay may equal to. Solid kasi may equal to. Okay. Next. Intercept 0 and 1. Less than out. Pero ito is greater than. So, greater than in. Greater than in, less than out. Our given symbol is greater than. So, it's in. Meaning, ang shading natin nasa loob ng parabola, greater than in. Greater than in. Inside the parabola ang atin. Axis of symmetry. Okay? Vertex natin. Ang test. Okay, ulit, magte-test tayo. Point A and point B. Same lang yung number na ginamit ko. Oh, ano napansin nyo? Ang point A natin, false. Ang point B natin, true. That is why ang may shading ang nasa loob ng parabola. Ang ara-sagwa, wala siya shade. Kasi nga, false yun. False statement yung nakuha natin doon. I hope na naintindihan nyo, class, ang ating lesson for today. Ang sikreto lang, paulit-ulit natin tong panoorin para mas maintindihan pa natin. Okay? Always remember, the only way to learn mathematics is to do mathematics. Magandang araw, class. Mag-ingat kayo. God bless.